This is ruining our backdrop.
Our already thematically coherent backdrop.
Well, I watched the video from last week, and we were all wearing black T-shirts, so we look against this brown couch. That's why you wear the nice shirt, pop it with the shirt.
I was going to say, that's a pretty nice shirt, man.
Yeah.
That's a Avatar. Are you guys familiar with the band Avatar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, my two of my buddies, 3 of them went to see them recently here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
They ended the U.S. part of their tour here.
Yeah.
They are so good.
But we recorded.
Hey, how long you guys?
Yeah.
How long you guys in town?
Well, we're going to. Bonnie has a conference in Philadelphia, so we're going to Philadelphia. When is that? Next week.
Mm-hmm.
But then we're coming back after that for a couple more weeks after that.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll leave
so
on
like mid-July.
Yeah.
We should try to get together in person.
We should.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a terrible idea. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
If it's here, we got to do it. Yeah.
You, Chris, Nate, me, and where's Rod at? We're at his house. Is he here?
Tweedledee. Hey, Tweedledee. Tweedledee, yeah. Where's your brother, Tweedledum?
Well, we're at his house. He's probably getting his coffee.
Maybe if I say something that just angers him, he'll come in twitching like Lewis Black.
Yeah. Got the Hershey cup.
The Seek and Destroy solo doesn't feel connected to the rest of the song.
That didn't work.
I hear footsteps.
Randy Rhoads is overrated.
Yeah.
Darling is the best song on Out of My Head.
Maybe he died. Where's he at? You go find it. Holy man.
That's personal notebook stuff.
I'm not allowed to look at your...
That's official.
Okay, it's official notebook stuff. I won't look at it. Hey, Rod wants to take my kid to some abandoned distillery someplace.
Why the hell do you want to do that for?
Something about a video.
He said we'll be here soon.
Tell Nate not to go. Don't go, Nate. Don't do it.
What?
It's a trap.
The abandoned distillery.
Yeah.
Where he said there's holes in the floor, but don't worry about that.
Hey, we're going to take you to an abandoned distillery. You're going to put on a mask. It's for a video, for music. Trust me.
Never believe the words "trust me" when they come out of Rod Wilkins.
I don't believe the words "trust me" when they come out of anybody's mouth. Because if you have to tell me to trust you, that's not a good situation to begin with.
True. That's a good point. Was he coming or where's he at?
He said he'll be here soon. What quantifies soon? I don't know.
I like the pink socks.
Thank you. I've got my can't really see him. Punk Rock Saves Lives socks.
There you go.
Available at a Punk Rock Saves Lives near you.
They're at Bonnaroo.
Amazon. It's probably on Amazon too, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. You can check.
Oh, come on, you can buy anything on Amazon.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
You can buy Rod Wilkins Out of My Head on Amazon. You can buy that. You can buy anything.
You can buy Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup champion merchandise.
Yes,
on Amazon.
congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm a Phil Kessel fan, so anytime he wins the Stanley Cup, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was hoping you guys won that first year because Marc-Andre Fleury was your goalie, and I wanted him to stick it to the fucking Penguins for letting the goddamn motherfucker go.
Yeah.
That would have been sweet.
I think you guys would have been fine if Murray had not been as bad as he was.
You fell apart.
Murray played off the coattails of Fleury, and once he was gone,
Yeah.
His safety net was gone.
Yeah.
Well, so far this is going good. How long have you been on? 5 minutes?
5 minutes, and Rod's not
You
here.
got to edit all this out, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't started
So
talking
one of
about
my
music.
one of my Facebook friends is Chris Kale. He's in a band called Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So he's from Vegas, and well, not from Vegas. He's from elsewhere, but he lives in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been posting nonstop since they won the cup because he's a huge huge
That's
Knights
over the
fan.
computer. Nope, that's up the.
I'm steady. Look.
Look at I just
there.
spill like 3,000 coffee on the floor.
You can't sit way over there. You got to be in the frame. I know. My table.
Milton Hershey. There it is.
The Hershey
There
cups.
it is.
We can move
Put
to
it right
something
in
else.
front of my head.
We're like the, we're talking about the Vegas Knights, Stanley Cups. We're the Hershey Cups holders.
Stanley Cup.
You move over.
Oh, I move over.
Oh, wait, I can come over. No, I'm coming this way.
Hold on.
All
All right,
right,
I'll
I'm
move that way.
Put my coffee over here then.
Put your coffee over there.
So
Hey,
this
Whoa.
show,
my Big E
this
of the
show
new day.
better be good. This better be one hell of a fucking show because I'm missing Taylor Swift for this fucking show.
I agree.
Just so
I
you
agree.
fucking know.
You can go
All right.
tomorrow. Go tomorrow.
Well, I'll be there tomorrow. Trust me.
I would
But
be.
the money I was making today was fucking phenomenal
Oh.
driving Uber, and I'm missing out on this to come and do this.
Talk about Janitor by Suburban Lawns.
All right. Let's.
That's a good song.
I just
That's a
wanted
good song.
Great song.
That's a
to
good
mention
song.
something.
I like that song a lot.
Oh, shit.
I've listened to that
Oh,
at least a couple of dozen times this week. It's on my radio in the car.
Wow.
no. Are we going to see it beat Louis Armstrong?
It might. It could be
Here
the
it
night.
comes.
This could be the
I'm
night.
so excited.
Tonight's the night.
All right.
I just want to know before we start. I just noticed something. I went to the store the other day. Dead man.
Yeah.
I was at the grocery store the other day, and I know inflation and stuff. Things have gotten a little better, still stuff. But the charge ups on chips now. Have you seen the chip charge ups they have on prices of chips?
Chips are expensive.
The charge up on chips. The chip charge ups are
Ridiculous.
amazing.
Especially the cheesy ones, dude.
Yeah, the cheesy chips. The cheesy chips.
Boy.
The charge ups on the cheesy
funny.
chips charge ups. All right, got that out of the way.
Oh, I
So-
forgot to tell you, they
So
did a horrible.
the charge up on the chips was being promoted on DVE this week.
Yeah, dude, they were on a TV show.
Yeah. How the hell does that happen?
Really? Inflation
did a
getting into modern
horrible-
media. That's impressive.
Yes, they were on
They
the
probably
top.
did. I got to tell you, they did the worst cover I've ever heard of "Don't Stop Believing."
Yes.
The
I saw-
worst cover. Oh my gosh.
I saw that clip. It was not interesting. We'll have to edit all this out. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm taking note of the timestamp.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the show.
All right, let's get started.
Wait a minute.
Who's playing?
Hold on, the kids
All
doing
right.
something. You ready?
Oh, he's got to intro the show.
Welcome to the podcast. That's about all I have. I don't have an extended intro guys like Tom Grossi do, but today, thank you, man.
Yeah.
I already got our soundboard going. This week, the songs that were nominated were, I nominated Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce. I'm going to bounce it to Chris.
I nominated Diary of a Madman by Mr. Ozzy, the Psychopath Osbourne. Rod, since he got up.
Rod, since you got up, you're up.
Probably Queensryche or something.
No, you didn't nominate Queensryche. Try again.
I didn't make notes for this show. We were too busy writing hits in the studio.
He had to go get his paperwork.
Hold on. Who did I nominate?
You nominated
One of the greatest songs of all time, "Purple Rain" by Prince.
And you got purple paper.
Purple Paper, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't have any purple paper.
Purple paper, purple
We're
paper.
going to stop singing that before we get sued. That's somebody
Oh,
else.
we're gonna sued now.
We're
Crap.
going to get sued either way.
Let's hope Prince is that they find this.
Yeah, if Prince's lawyers find this, that'll be the best thing to ever happen to this show.
Prince ain't dead. Prince isn't dead.
Prince is not
still
dead,
alive.
so he's
He's
gonna
not
find
dead.
this.
Yeah.
Dive a madman. Okay.
Time in
Great
a
stuff
bottle.
on Time in a Bottle.
Time.
You know, there's a week between these filmings. You know, you got like, it's not like we do these back to back.
On Friday, these guys had me in the studio writing hits. I didn't have a chance. Okay, go ahead.
We did. New BCMC album coming out eventually.
Two song hitter at least.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. And now about to Rich.
I nominated
Oh God.
the janitor by the suburban lawns. No words can describe.
Yeah.
The genital song?
Who's your father?
I like how you tried to intro it, but you just couldn't. Like,
couldn't
no
find the
words.
words. There are no words for it.
Because there are no words.
And Dead Man.
I nominated Children of the Sun by Billy Thorpe.
Oh,
That's it, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
all.
everybody.
All right, who's going to start up this week? I know Chris started last week, so somebody
Yep.
else.
I'll start.
All right.
I volunteer. All right. Yeah. I wanted to like the janitor, but I wanted to, but
He wanted to.
it was just a little too weird for me. A lot of genitalia talk in there, and
Yeah.
a lot of things just didn't make any sense, and
A lot of it didn't make any
Like,
sense.
what?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounding right.
this is all correct. We all heard the same song, man.
That's all it took.
We didn't mess this up.
And you all got the right one.
Yeah. But
It's interesting.
again, anytime I listen to things like Diary of a Madman, even or Purple Rain, that's to me is like brilliance, right? I mean, these guys are just.
Oh my gosh.
I give it 8.5. 8.5. 8.5. That's a speed round. Go.
Look, I was Booger from the
Revenge of the
Nerds. You know, I was feeling him.
Oh my.
Sorry,
But yeah,
it had to come out.
you put the brilliance of Ozzy Osbourne together with the brilliance of Randy Rhoads, and you just get a complete masterpiece.
Whoa.
And I do forget how good Prince was. I mean, you really forget that.
He's not
Yeah,
dead.
it is.
Stop.
So for me,
Conspiracies on here.
and I love Time in a Bottle. Don't get me wrong. It's a folk song, you know. But when you put it up against these two, it's got to finish third.
Ooh.
So number one for me is Diary of a Madman. Number 2 is Purple Rain, and 3 would be Time in a Bottle.
So janitor finished fourth.
His song.
Even lower than that, actually, but
Whoa. Whoa.
didn't make the
Watch
list.
the song's not nominated.
Wow.
That's fair.
Wow.
It lost
All right.
institutionalized. It lost your nomination from last week.
Since I made Richard feel bad, you can go next, buddy. You can tear me apart.
All right. No, I like the song "Children of the Sun."
You almost said corn.
I almost said "Children of the Corn." I did. It just crossed my mind briefly. Of the bunch, though, I love Prince. So it's hard to go against Prince. It's also hard to go against. This was much harder than most weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually I can kind of throw 2 or 3 right out the window. Also, including mine sometimes, frankly. But
We do.
Yeah, I know. You got the rest of you do.
Usually.
I think the thing is, though, we were listening to them earlier today, and I think Purple Rain goes on a little bit too long, if that makes sense. Not that the song's too long. Yeah, it goes on at the end. It's just too much of the same. It's not going anywhere at the end. Yes. Okay. I'm just saying.
You're wrong.
I'm like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, and I love Prince, and
He's not
yes.
wrong, because I kind of had that thought too. Especially there's a 7-minute some video out there. And I'm
So
like, yeah, it's a little long.
that makes it kind of tough. The first time I heard Diary of a Madman when we were listening to it this past week, I had like this weird kind of, oh, I don't even think this is that good reaction to it.
What?
I know, right? So I'm talking myself into a big circle here. So what am I picking?
I don't know. He hates them all, damn it. Guess he's going Jim Croce.
This was much harder than most weeks because they all sucked.
No. He hasn't ripped apart Jim Croce yet, so.
That's true. I haven't ripped apart Jim Croce yet. But
That dirty, stinky, bearded, funny mustache. Go ahead.
But they are like, it's like a basic folk song, but it's at least it's more timeless than some of his other songs.
Yes, like Operator's gonna fade. Like my generation's gonna have no clue what Operator truly means.
Yeah.
Because it's just all its references are to things that don't exist kind of anymore. Like
Did you help me place this call? I just call them myself on the phone.
It's like a weird thing. But I think it's still the best two are Diary of a Madman and Purple Rain. I'm just trying to find the thing that separates the two. Does that make sense?
They both like Purple. There was a lot of Purple in Prince and Ozzy times.
That helps.
So there's a lot of, they're almost the same.
That helps.
Number one. Wait, so they can see a full official. They're a full.
Oh, and I got the thumb out.
Sideways.
That's the.
I'm going to say number one, because like I said, we listened to them kind of over and over again, was Janitor. Number two.
We know, you can't vote for your
I know, I'm trying. I would say Diary of a Madman.
Is what?
Number one.
Okay.
Wow.
Purple Rain.
I'm shocked.
Then Children of the Sun, and then Jim Croce there.
Wow.
At the end.
The guy you didn't beat up's last?
I know it's
what the hello. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? What the
All right, since you want to talk, go ahead and talk. You're up.
All right. Obviously the last song's Janitor. But only for one reason. Who's your mother? The Yoko Ono part. I can't.
That's the best part of that song.
I'll deal with her genitals, but I can't deal with her Yoko. Listen, I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't. We listened to it going to Five Guys, burgers. Well, no commercials here. Five Guys, and they play burger place. Oh, man.
5 strapping gentlemen.
I want to like it. I like the boom, 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 boom. Right? Find something good to say. It's got that 80s thing, and it's a cool song, but I cannot get past the Yoko Ono thing. I just in this group of songs, it's better than YMCA. Okay.
I'll give you that.
I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there.
Thank you.
Okay.
He went there. He went there on vacation and came back home.
So let me scratch that off the list. I can't vote for myself because that's, great sacrilege.
We know you're voting for yourself.
All right, so I'd have to put the next one up from there is not because it's a bad song, because I think this was a heck of a round, is Children of the Sun. It's just not as good as the other two that are flying around out there to me. My goodness, anytime. It took a long time for Jim Croce to come up.
It did, didn't it?
It did. It took criminally long.
And I thought this might be one of the songs that does come up by him, Time in the Bottle. And I thought, that's a shoe-in. That's going to be the winner of the week. Whenever that comes up, somebody's going to nominate. I don't have to. It's going to be the winner. But when you put it up against Diary of a Madman, the 1 week... The Time in the Bottle was probably a shoe-in for me. This week it has to come in number 2. Because, well, we know how I am with Aussie stuff. Diary of a Madman, though, just the end. Dun, 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 bum, bum, dun, dun. Just that part's the greatest song, one of the greatest songs of them. Just that part of the song. Just the end of that song
Just that
is one of the greatest songs ever. But that song is it's not even a song. It's there's Jim Croce songs and other Jim Croce songs. There's I don't know, Suburban whatever.
Suburban Lawns.
And Suburban Lawns, and they have other songs. And there's
Who's your mother?
and there's Prince, and there's Prince songs, and there's Ozzy songs, but there's not an Ozzy song. There's not a song in the fucking world like Diary of a Madman. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. It's a classic masterpiece guitar song.
Absolutely.
That is just it's a piece of art. It's not. It's so far. Yeah. It's a piece of art. It's not even music to a point when you listen to it, and you realize everything that's going on in that song, and it's yeah. So yeah. So that's my number one. Purple Rain is not that long.
It's a little
because that song was written for that movie, and where that part is when that song is played, it fits the movie perfectly.
No, even in the movie, it's too freaking long. No. Yes, when you watch the movie, you're like, get to the end.
You're wrong. You're wrong. But a 2-minute ending on a song shouldn't make it not a great song to me. Okay, I'm just saying. There's my vote, so I will pass it to Nate.
Oh, okay. So I have the exact opposite of what everybody else has been saying.
I should have you go first, then.
I've been sitting here and everybody's like, Diary of a Madman, Diary of a Madman, Diary of a Madman, this is great. I have it third.
Wow.
Which might sound very controversial, but fourth, I have Children of the Sun. It's not a bad song. It's just there are some songs that I don't feel that I connect to. Not in a bad way. It just didn't click with me for some reason. Diary of a Madman was a similar thing. Like, yes, it was good, but to me, it wasn't there yet. Maybe I needed to listen to it more. Maybe I needed to listen to it in a different mindset. But something didn't click with me that I went, that's the greatest song of all time. What did happen? One of the great. Now, we make a playlist every week, and I shuffle all 5 of these songs. Sometimes when I'm not with him, it's just the 4 because I take my nomination out. And if you take out Time in a Bottle, Purple Rain, 6 minutes long. Children of the Sun, 6.5 minutes long. Diary of a Madman is like 8 minutes long. So I kept looking forward to Janitor because it was short and it was stupid and it was sweet and it was beautiful.
Boom, 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 boom.
And I would laugh every time it came up. It is so stupid and alternative and beautiful and dumb, and I love it.
Oh, that is the best description of that song ever. Stupid, beautiful, alternative, and dumb.
They would be glad to hear that.
And
even though she wants nothing to do with this.
Yes. There's something about their guitar tone, too, that's like,
thank you.
It was clearly made by changing the default settings on a cheap amp. But it sounds so, like, muddy, but it has this kind of crisp undertone. It's so good for no distinct reason. So I'd have to go with Janitor at number 2.
Oh! Number 2. I'll take a number 2 though at this point.
I did like the guitar solo though. I gotta say that
it was pretty. Was fantastic.
Yeah.
Joe Walsher was the other guy.
No, just real quick. That there's a whole album of Suburban Lawns. You don't have to stop at Janitor. There's a whole. There's more.
Hold me back. Hold me back. I'm running to Walmart right now.
More genitalia talk.
I haven't listened to it.
The rest of the Janitor's the best song.
But then that would leave my number 1 as being Purple Rain. I don't think it's the best Prince song. I personally prefer like When Doves Cry, just the piano riff of that. But Purple Rain is one of those just simple, it's beautiful. It's like What a Wonderful World in the vein that it doesn't need to have 7 different layers underneath it for it to be great. It's simple, right? There's no completely underlying guitar thing. They don't do dueling guitars. It's just basically him and the drums, and that's it for most of the time.
Yeah, you're talking about a song that's not nominated.
I'm talking about Purple Rain.
Oh, okay.
Get it together. Follow me. Follow the program.
Sorry.
But
tired again.
Purple, like it's just.
We're old. It happens.
But yeah, Purple Rain, and again, that guitar solo is fantastic. And even though it does, I would agree that it does go on about a minute and a half, minute too long, but that doesn't detract from it to me. That just, it's one of those things that, like, if you add it, you're not going to get penalized, but it could get you extra. And in this case, I think it just didn't do anything to add to it, but it didn't do anything to subtract either. So I'd have to go with Purple Rain at number 1.
Yeah, I got to say, I think Prince is a super underrated guitar player.
Yeah.
Oh, not by me.
Yeah. But I mean, in those discussions of like the all-time great guitar players, he'll never get mentioned.
He hardly ever gets.
I mentioned him. All I gotta do is direct people to the YouTube video where he's playing with Jeff Lynne from they were playing my guitar gently weeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The solo he plays on that blows anything.
I've seen it. It's amazing.
It's such a great.
Yeah.
He's feeling that damn solo like nobody's business, and his guitar tone on a Telecaster, which happens to be one of the reasons why I bought an Anderson in the shape of a Telecaster, is because of Prince, because I love that guitar. I love the tone that he gets out of that guitar. I love the fact that when he plays something, he just doesn't play it. He feels it. It's his soul coming through. And it's not just that. And like for me, Prince. Okay, so Purple Rain's not my favorite Prince song, not by a long shot. Okay, my favorite Prince song actually came later. It's called The New Power Generation. It was called Diamonds and Pearls.
Okay.
I for whatever reason, I just love that because he has this female singer that's behind him, and it just, I don't know, it's just such a great song for me. That would be my favorite Prince tune. But so is it my turn or is it?
It is. Yeah,
it's your turn.
We just segued into your turn.
Just bounce it straight to you.
Yeah.
So all right. So this was a rough week. This was because Rich introduced me to a song that I genuinely enjoy. I do.
That doesn't happen very much.
I don't think that's happened ever before.
And for me, I was a fan of Devo when they first came out, so this blew me right back to the first time I heard "Whip It." I guess my description of this song is like, I don't give a flying fuck if you like this song or not. This is what we're fucking doing. If you like it, piss off. If you don't, whatever. It doesn't matter. They weren't making it. They weren't. You could tell they were doing it just for themselves.
Yeah.
It felt like. Okay. Like this is my. I don't think they really expected it to go anywhere.
And it didn't.
But the fact,
Expectation met.
we're talking about it 20-some years later, 30 years later. So it's stood in your eyes, and thank you for introducing me to that. Okay, so let me go on to Jim Croce. All right. Okay.
Is that a rough or is that a regular chip?
No, these are rice ones.
Oh.
Aldi has these cool rice chips. They're really cool. I like them. They have the caramel ones and the cheddar ones, and so I did this. So,
got it.
Anyways, not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Jim Croce. Not a huge fan. Okay, not a huge fan. Okay, he's good. He's had some good songs, but there are others I place way above him as singer-songwriters and stuff like that. It just, yeah. Sorry.
Made his head hurt.
Sorry, Nate. It's the fact.
So it's not personal.
So let's move on to Children of the Sun.
I was happy. I was on like a streak.
Children of the Sun.
Streak's over.
For the longest time, I honestly thought that was Billy Squier. Just right hands up to God. So, to me, it's a Billy Squier song because it sounds like Billy Squier. It really does. And then I don't know. So here we go. All right, 4 Children of the Sun. Okay, 3 Jim Croce. Okay,
Ooh, Janitor's getting up this chart too. Janitor creeped up here.
Janitor creeped up. So my number 1. Okay, because Purple Rain's not my favorite Prince song. Janitor's going to be number 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. And Janitor
Okay.
wins.
So Purple Rain number 2. I like Purple Rain, but again, it's one of those songs that I've heard way too many times. Okay, I enjoy it when it comes. Which is why it's number 2. Okay, but I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised with Janitor because it brought me back to being a teenager in the 80s when all that shit came out, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I just felt it was cool. So it's a new song. I don't know it, but yeah, it's I actually think that it just hit me at the right time for whatever reason, and so I can't say. You ask me tomorrow or a couple weeks from now, I'll probably switch the 2 and put Purple Rain number 1. You know what I mean?
Yep. But
so that would
that's
be
not what we're doing. So no,
No, we're not. That's not going to help you. But go
He's
ahead.
happy with his first place. He's trying to make sure it doesn't change.
as it stands this week. Janitor's going to be my number 1 pick.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, what's the results? Where are we at here?
All right. The results are in. Coming in, I'd argue 5th place with 2 third-place votes is Children of the Sun. Coming in 4th with 2 third-place votes and a 2nd-place vote is Time in a Bottle. Coming
a little bitter the way you said that.
very
Oh
bitter.
man,
Time in a
who's
bottle.
that directed at?
No, coming in 3rd with a 2nd-place vote and a 1st-place vote is Janitor by
That's the
Suburban
one they
One.
should be bitter about.
Woo, yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Coming in 2nd with 3 2nd-place votes and a 1st-place vote is Purple Rain by Prince. And with 3 1st-place votes and a 3rd-place vote to boot is Diary of a Madman by Ozzy Osbourne, your winner of the week. And currently your number 1 contender. But can Diary of a Madman take down the reigning and defending champion? What a wonderful world by Louis. What a wonderful world. Wonderful world by Louis Armstrong. But before we get to that, we have a couple of speed rounds. Does anybody? I have one. Does anybody else have one?
I have one.
I have
Okay,
one.
so Chris has one. You have one. I have one.
Right,
Yeah.
better get to it.
All right. We'll do
Still.
one now and then one between the championship match and nomination. So I'll go with mine now.
Okay.
So we all know the national anthem. We love the national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. It's great. Now, let's say, hypothetically, you have to change the national anthem to anything written within the past, we'll say, 50 to 100 years. So you can't say, like, America the Beautiful. You can't keep it the Star Spangled Banner. You have to change it
You
to
have to
something
change it.
a little more modern. What do you change it to?
Wow.
I would have to say proud to be an American.
That was my right there.
Yeah.
That's
Green,
that
that's
would-
the only answer, I think.
Well, Denman, I would
Yeah,
have
proud to be an American. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Denman.
I went into the military. They put us in an auditorium, and that's the first song they played. "Proud to be an American." It's like, and then our general got up in front of us and spoke like Patton, and it's like so.
Yeah, I really would have thought, Denman, that you would have picked "Born in the USA" with how much of a Springsteen guy you are.
USA.
Where's the clap now, then, man? Give me the clap.
No.
Perfect.
Actually, the song is called "God Bless the USA" by Lee Greenwood. That's just
Yeah,
part of the
it's
lyrics. Proud to be an American.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only choice. I can't
got
think of
one.
anything
Oh.
else.
Everything Sucks by the Descendants. Everything Sucks, Descendants. Or American
by the Descendants.
American by Descendants. Go look that up, ladies and gentlemen.
He might nominate it.
That'd be hard to sing at ball games.
Or you can go with the song "America" by the German
Bread?
band. Huh?
It's not Bread, right? Is that Bread?
No, the German band. Big German band. What's the biggest German band out there right now?
What about, what's his name? We're coming to America. Today, country kids of these.
That's my pick because I couldn't think of one.
Sweet Land of Liberty.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Coming
one,
to
yeah.
America.
And I'm gonna
Tis of thee, the land of
Yeah.
liberty. That has all that
We're
bullshit in
coming
it.
to America.
There's all that American shit in it.
And
No,
all
no.
that American stuff in it.
Are you talking about
No.
Rams, Chris?
Ramstein. Yeah, "America" by Ramstein.
Huh.
You ever
I've
hear that?
never heard of it.
Are they
No.
German? How the fuck? What?
Exactly.
What the? No. Fuck
They
you.
wrote it perfect. Read the lyric. Well, you have to get the translation, but it's pretty good.
Now you got to listen to that.
Okay,
song.
No.
so
Like,
so
No,
here's
we're
mine.
trying to get through them albums.
Okay, so here's my
speed run.
my speed round, right? So you have to pick one of these, okay? Early 80s British metal,
Okay.
late 70s New York punk, 80s LA metal, glam metal,
Mm.
70s Southern rock, or 90s Seattle grunge.
You guys should know what mine is.
Yours 80s glam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Mine's 70s punk.
Mine's also probably 70s punk. Maybe grunge, but that's because grunge, like, some of those bands have some punk influence. Like, you look at Nirvana, like, Breed is a punk song.
Oh, yeah. Nirvana has a lot of punk in it.
Yeah, but I'd say
There's a little slower.
Outside of that, though, you have, like, Alice in Chains and Soundgarden and Pearl Jam that are just heavier and slower that I'm not really a huge fan of. So, yeah,
I would take
70s punk.
punk.
It's going to be 70s punk.
70s punk.
So we're talking like New York Dolls, Blondie.
Right. The Ramones, the Talking
Ramones.
Heads. Yeah.
Fear,
Yes.
probably, too, right?
Fear to a certain extent.
Fear,
Yeah.
a little bit of fear.
Man, I don't know.
Rod,
I might go British metal on this one.
that's me.
I might go
British-
British metal on this.
Nobody picked Southern rock.
Yeah, I have to go with early '80s British heavy metal, like the new wave of British heavy metal. I would have to go with,
That would be my number 2, yeah. Yep.
So Priest came in there, Maiden came in there.
Yeah. There's
Saxon was really good. They're kind of a forgotten.
I'd say the punk would be the second probably for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
70s
sorry.
punk would be my second.
Yeah.
Southern country metal. What?
Last.
Well, last. That was
Southern country.
All right. So,
Okay, that was mine.
save your speed round for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Saving my speed round.
Right now,
Good, because mine has a big intro. I think it'll take a minute.
this hand is representative of our current champion, What a Wonderful World. This hand here is representative of our challenger, Diary of a Madman. And since our challenger was nominated by Chris, you will start this. Diary of a Madman or What a Wonderful
Iron
World?
Madman.
All right, bounce to somebody.
Rod.
Well,
I'm putting him on the spot.
put me on the spot. Man, this is the hardest one
This
yet.
could change our champ, I think.
I mean, there's a song that's a masterpiece, piece of music that hasn't been done before it. It wasn't done at the time by any fucking guitar player out there. Name them. I don't give a fuck who you name. And there ain't a
Nope.
guitar player since then has done anything like Diary of a Madman.
Mm-hmm.
And one song I won't play at my funeral. So, wow. This is easy. Louis Armstrong. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
What?
That's simple.
He had to go in the zone. I got you. I understand that.
It's simple.
You see what he swerved
I
us
get it.
there. I
Really?
like
You thought you had me. Not even fucking close to
No.
Diary of a Madman.
I know that you're never getting off of that song. You're never gonna leave what
I could. That was the closest
I
I've
think he
ever
was
come.
close. I feel like he was close.
All right, I will bounce it to Denver.
I got to go with Ozzy. Got to. Diary of a Madman.
I knew he would.
One more pick for Ozzy, and it's over for Louis.
So who do you
Come on,
bounce it
Rich.
to, man? Rich? Uh-oh.
Rich, come on, buddy.
Well,
No pressure.
You
No
need a
pressure.
change.
I'm going to make it a tie. It's going
I
to
knew
be
it.
What a Wonderful World.
Oh, no.
I knew he was going there.
Oh, no.
I knew he was going there.
Darn it.
Piss off half of the call.
So we already know where Nate stands on this song.
We
So
already knew where I stood.
It was the lowest
Yeah.
song.
It was one of the lower songs I nominated this week, and to me, it's just you're gonna have to bring some really big guns if you want to take out What a Wonderful World.
It'll never. I don't think it'll ever be taken down.
I think it
I
will.
don't
But
know.
I
I think
it
it could
I
be.
see cracks
I
in
mean,
the armor.
like this is not that bad. This is it came down. It came down. It came down to me. If I decided, I want to be different. Yeah, if either of us had decided, like,
Well, that's why I was counting on Rich.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
so still your champion by a very slim margin this week.
Slim.
One vote.
Bruised and beaten this time. Not like last week where it was a clean like
Yeah.
Is
Well, no, I was the only
World
descendant vote.
by Louis Armstrong. Now,
Yeah.
before we get into nominations for next week, you have
Okay.
speed round.
Here's my speed round, and there's a little preface before this, so we don't go
Uh-oh.
completely off the rails.
That's always
oh, we're going to love.
We will.
Okay.
We're going off the rails.
I'm going to ask a question that's got to do with music in movies, but it's not musicals.
So calm down,
Okay.
Chris. He's already broken his
So
head.
I want to know what is the best music from a movie? Not, I'm talking about the score of the movie, like the underlying music
The score.
That's easy.
that's in a movie.
That's the easiest.
So not a
thing ever.
soundtrack per se.
Right, not the soundtrack.
Not like, Top Gun had, 13 number one songs
Yeah,
all
like
come up.
Danger Zone or whatever.
Danger Zone and
Right.
You're talking about like
Berlin.
the background.
Right, I would have said Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure has a great soundtrack. But
Yeah.
no, not that. I'm talking about the music in the movie itself. So you might have to think about this because
This
it's
is-
something you typically
this is-
don't really listen to.
This is the easiest.
Oh, I
speed
listened
round
to this.
you've given us
Yeah,
yet.
you will, yeah.
yeah, I know. Huh?
So,
It's Disney Pixar's Up.
Please.
yeah, I don't know
You're
about that. But
kidding me.
Uh-oh.
Jim Croce wrote that, I think.
Jim Croce went up.
That's
You're gonna tell
amateur.
me that piano piece that plays at the
That's
beginning
amateur.
with the trumpet and like the kind of muted drums is not one of the best pieces of backing track ever to a movie.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
yeah.
All right, so you got up. You got up. You got up.
All right, there's two for me.
All right.
God, I'm kind of one. Give me one.
Here's my top two because one of my favorite movies of all time is The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Okay.
I knew it'd be Batman.
I just love the the score is wonderful, right? But I think I have to go with The Godfather.
Yes. Oh, that's
I
a
think
good
that's
one.
classic.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
One of the best scores ever. Yep.
Yes. Okay, that's a good one. Up was a
Yeah.
good one, but that's a really good one.
I do have another one if anybody needs more
I got
time.
nothing.
Sure.
I
Chris
know
is
mine.
ready. We
Yeah,
know Chris
Chris
is
is
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
So there's only one.
And if you say
One-
Grease, motherfucker, I'm going to come to wherever it is you live and punch you right now. After what happened 3 weeks ago, wherever it was, if you say anything from Grease,
That'd have been perfect.
Grease 2.
Grease too.
Grease 2.
Grease too.
we're going to ball
Yeah.
tonight. We're going
Okay,
to ball
so-
tonight.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, Rob.
All right.
What-
Get
I
me the
don't know.
fuck out of here.
So the greatest soundtrack to a film,
Yeah,
okay, ever, There's no question. It's
not soundtrack.
that's what a soundtrack is. That's technically what a soundtrack is.
Yeah,
Is-
but
is- It got co-opted back in the 80s with all the freaking songs. They started putting songs in movies. Stupidity, whatever. Anyways, theme music, whatever you want to call it. All right. Vangelis, Blade Runner.
Ooh.
that's a good one.
Never saw it.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw it.
Do you watch movies at all?
Not much.
This is a bad category for you.
Yeah.
Do you like Star Wars and the movies? The
Star
music?
Wars was genius, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say that.
Okay.
Fucking Bambi. Does Bambi count?
Family, Bambi.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
pissed they didn't have to kill her, Bambi's mom, but whatever. That's cool.
There is, if you don't mind.
Keep going, 'cause I still don't have an
I,
answer.
Well,
I saw that movie at the Mount Pleasant Theater that was downtown. That's where I saw Bambi. My grandmother took me to see
That's
that.
where I saw
That's where you saw it, yeah.
That's where I saw it.
I do have another answer. Chris, you might know this one. I don't think anybody else in this call will. But there's a horror movie called It Follows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That has like
That's
this
good stuff. Yeah.
eerie EDM kind of like metallic industrial soundtrack that like
Yeah.
perfectly
No,
encapsulates
not
the movie.
metallic. It's metallic.
Well, see, that's kind of like Vangelis. Like
Yeah.
the opening sequence for Blade Runner, just the fact that he doesn't have a whole orchestra going. It's just subtle and it builds. You know, like you hear, you know, he watched the movie and whenever the flames go up, he goes, it fits the opening so well. You know, it's such a great, and then, you know, regardless of what you think of Vangelis or whatever his, you know, I mean, you know, he also did a crappy one called Chariots of Fire. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was whatever.
That
Anyways.
won all kinds of awards, didn't it? So that means
It
it's
did
good.
win all kinds of awards. Yes,
I
yes,
think
it did.
did.
But
I'm voting for that one. Fuck that. I want that one. I'll take that one.
you want that one? All right, you can have that
I
one.
want that one.
What's a good
Chariots
Monty
of Fire,
Python
it's called.
movie?
Oh, Monty Python and the Holy
The Holy
Grail.
Grail.
Holy
Monty
Grail.
Python and the Holy Grail. That's the
Okay.
winner.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Rod
Nice.
wins. What's next?
Well, you think so?
What do you think?
Oh, mine would be John Wick.
Oh,
I love the music in John Wick.
What's John Wick?
Oh, Jesus.
Is that Bill and Ted? Go to college or some shit? What's
oh yeah.
Well, it has Bill in it.
Yeah.
Bill.
That's Ted. That's Ted. It's got Ted in it.
Ted. Oh, I'm sorry, it got Ted in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I was half right.
You were half right. It's got half of the. What's next?
Freddy Krueger or something.
Shut up.
Oh, we're
What's
done.
next? You're
We're done?
done.
Oh, okay.
Halloween by John Carpenter.
Whatever. Dream Warriors. That's go ahead.
Dawkins.
Dawkins. Everything Dawkins.
Dawkins.
Yeah.
Dawkins reference. Did you see? I put it in the thing. The
What?
Monsters of Rock flyer from a year
Yes,
ago.
I saw it.
Did.
I got the Dawkins reference in on
I was-
the fucking thing. Did you
Yeah.
fucking see
I-
that?
Speaking of which,
I was there.
I was
I was
there,
there.
too. I almost died.
Yeah.
So that's
I
a
was
nice
there,
little
yeah.
Musical
The Heat.
history.
Yes.
You know, 1979, on today's date, the album by Joy Division came out with the song on it, Love Will Tear Us Apart Again.
Huh?
That song tore Rob's brain apart.
Crickets.
Well, speaking of Love Will Tear Us Apart,
All of you. All of you. However I get it.
Next week is Joy Division week, guys.
Speaking of Love Will Tear Us
And
Apart,
Suburban Launch.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I finally figured out why they named themselves Joy Division.
Why?
I just heard because they divide themselves from joy because their music is not
That's genius.
joyful.
Does not bring joy.
It
I
does
think I
not
like
bring
them
joy.
better now. I like that.
Yeah.
So do I.
Renominate that bitch. Throw her up against.
There's 4 other people out there that would like to start a show very similar to this.
What have I done?
Please reach out to me.
You're on done with us losers, I guess.
What does Dead Man send to knock Joy Division?
All right, I'm just a bad
All right.
week for Joy Division.
So, getting away from Joy Division, let's get to some songs that
Please.
will actually have a chance of winning now. So, let's go up here. I think it's pretty safe to say Children of the Sun got beat up pretty bad. So Denman, you can start nominations this week.
Okay. Now I did think about this, and I was thinking about. I still don't think this will overtake. What a Wonderful World, but there are good bands that have kind of a crappy song, right? AKA Turbo Lover. And then you have okay bands that have a pretty good song. You know what I mean? A really good song. And that's what I was thinking about this week. And I think I'm going to make every Steeler fan on this podcast happy.
Yeah!
I'm going to go with Renegade by Styx.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Dum, 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 dum.
Yes. Hold on. I know, Chris, it's overplayed. We'll get to that next week. Go ahead, guys.
Look,
I think that came up. Okay, anyway.
So I guess we won't go to Chris next.
Wait, Chris is dead. Hurry up before he quits breathing. Get his song in. Damn it. We got a show to do. You can't get your thing up.
Chris is last.
That's right. He's last.
Diary of a Madman. Yeah, he's last. All right.
He's the wiener.
Who are you sending it to?
I will send it to you, Nate.
All right.
I know.
This is a song that you all know, and really, quite frankly, it's an embarrassment that I've had to nominate this in week 7. I am 17 years old. You guys are a bunch of 80s metalheads. The fact that none of you nominated The Trooper by Iron freaking Maiden is a crime.
It's shameful. You're right.
If I have to pull the weight, I'll pull the weight. The Trooper. By Iron
Well done. Very well done.
We suck. We suck, guys.
Yeah, we did.
Any Iron
Friggin'
Man.
talking about friggin' Renegade, and he's over here, Trooper. Damn it. Damn it.
Urban Lawns came up before Trooper. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I realized. I was like, I have to do it now.
When
Because
I
no
look
one
at
else
the
is gonna play
bottom
this
of the
song.
barrel, I think where's on the top of the barrel bands and songs in this contest? Where the hell? How are they not getting nominated? Listen, every song that's been nominated technically will go on the greatest songs of all time list somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're just some
Some
are
of
here and some are here and some are out of range in the video screen.
And
I have to hold the record.
Where's Suburban Lawns? Where's most of my
Well,
songs?
yeah.
here's you have Folsom Prison Blues, and then everything else.
But listen. Here I'll say something good. You have to have the foundation before you can build the house. So you're down there digging the ditch.
Man, am I building a foundation?
Yeah,
You've got a great
you're building a
foundation.
floor for how bad of a song we can bring.
How's that? That help? Does that help?
That's a commendable effort. Why don't you continue digging that floor? I'll pass it over to you.
Trooper, huh?
Damn. All right,
That's
here we go.
friggin' good
So
one.
I'm
Damn
next.
it.
You're next. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, my favorite part of the show. Richest nominations, baby. Woo!
Woo!
One of you, Nate, knows it.
Good.
The rest of you,
Oh,
there's
God.
probably not a chance you've ever heard of it before. You're going to have to go seek it out.
Right on pace. Not missing a step this week, are you?
All right. No, we're not going to miss a step. This is a band I saw on the YouTube show for KEXP. They do KEXP is a great place to find new music if you want to go look.
I bet.
No way.
My nomination is a song called Pardon by Oteboki Beaver, an all-girl Japanese hardcore band. Pardon
I know them.
by
I
Oteboki
saw it.
Beaver.
They have a video on YouTube. I got to see.
Yes. And you
Yeah.
got to listen to the whole thing. 3 of you are going to want to give up partway through. Please don't. Please listen the whole way to the end.
I'll give everything at least 3 listens. Everything at least 3 full listens.
Pardon
At least
by
Jan-
Oteboki Beaver.
At least Janitor was like, "Oh, it's a fun thing. It's got a great sound."
Where's
A
the
quick
whiskey?
reminder: you nominated that before any Bad Religion. You nominated
I know.
that before any Frank Turner.
This
You
is
nominated that.
Suburban Lawns is the tip of the iceberg.
Oh
You
my
know-
God!
I thought we were going Beans on Toast. I thought we were going Skinny Lister. I thought we were going a
Everything's
band that wasn't Otoboke Beaver.
it's all cracking underneath.
It's all, there's a lot to, oh, you're up.
I think there's a crack in the foundation, boys.
You see the trooper and you were like, I gotta throw one there to
Wow.
the
Oh, you think I'm throwing one out? Maybe. You never know. Who knows?
Rich knows he can't win with the trooper, so he just threw
Can't
a
beat the
garbage. He
Trooper.
gave a garbage.
No, you're going to like this song.
Oh,
You're-
I bet.
You're all going to listen to it and you're going to be like, that is a piece of art.
Well,
It's
art
not
is
even
subjective.
music, it's art.
It's like Diver Madman then.
It's
No,
so,
God,
so much
no,
better
it
than
is
that.
not.
It can't be better than that. That song almost beat Louis Armstrong.
Otoboke Beaver song Pardon.
I can't even get through the name of the fucking demo happened. Holy shit.
You're up.
Woo, all right. I've been waiting for this week for many weeks. And when I had to think about this one, usually I just blurt shit out. And that's when I'm at my best. But I thought about this and I've held this for this weekend for a reason. Now it's a song,
It's
but
a
I'm
Swiffer
gonna,
song.
what?
It's a Swiffer song.
It's a yes.
Taylor Swift.
It's a
I knew
it's
Swiffer
a
song.
it's every Taylor Swift song ever. I'm nominating.
Her entire
Because I'm sure
whatever
they're
big
all
album
the
is.
fucking same anyway. But anyway, so I'm nominating not the original version. I'm going to nominate a cover of this song because I don't care what version you really listen to. It don't matter to me. But the original guy's a really strange fucking voice. And I don't think a guy like Dead Man will be able to get through it. So I'm sending you a little nicer version. But with it being Father's Day this weekend, I nominate James Blunt's song Monsters by Iam Dongi. I-A-M-T-O-N-G-I.
What?
And you
laughed at
pronounce
my person?
you pronounce it D. Now listen, Iam Dongi just won American Idol. He's an 18-year-old Hawaiian dude. He weighs about 500 pounds.
I am a donkey?
I'm nominating his version of James Blunt, and if you ever heard James Blunt, you'd either like his voice or absolutely hate it. But the song is Monsters. Thank you very much. I will see you next week in the championship round. I'll be waiting my trophy. Thank you. And if you don't,
Wait, is this a baby Jesus thing?
listen. If you don't vote for this song,
Yeah.
you're just a heartless fucking prick. That's it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
jeez.
Go ahead. If anybody here has ever had a dad and you don't vote for this song, baby Jesus and you have at it.
You, did,
For the trooper, you hate
you
music.
do know I really didn't like my dad too much, right?
That's between you and your dad.
All right.
You don't
So
have to like him to love him.
here's the deal, right?
All right.
So I'm going off on the next few weeks are going to be songs that I don't know if anybody's gonna. Well, most people won't know,
All right.
but this week I don't know if have any of you ever heard of the artist named Tom Rosenthal?
No.
I think I've
No.
heard of him.
So Tom Rosenthal, there's a song that I'm writing a movie called If Not For Tomorrow about a cancer survivor and what this cancer survivor feels, to try to that is give the world that he was deprived himself of, right? And so this is a song called About the Weather.
About the weather.
And it kind of encapsulates how I see this character viewing. He basically he got cancer. He decided to seclude himself away from the rest of the world because he felt like it was the world that gave stuff in the air gave him lung cancer kind of thing, right? And I heard this song, and I got this story essentially from this song. And so it the lyrics really touched me. It's like because if you really look at the lyrics, they're pretty deep, in my opinion. Anyway, but it's called About the Weather. Tom Rosenthal is the guy's name.
Okay. Back to my song real quick, just quickly, since we have some heartfelt things about the songs. My song is also about a person who was sick, and their father was sick, and they get better, and then
It's about not understanding somebody. That's it.
I tried.
All right, so what are the nominations? Where are we at?
The nominations, a wild array of things.
Yes,
week.
this is a whole different ballgame.
I feel like this could be a very bipolar week. Either it could be one. It could be one of if once I go and listen and to all the stuff I don't know, it could be one of the hardest weeks, or it could be far and away one of the easiest.
This show needs to get on its meds.
Yes, it does.
Our nominations this week: Den Man nominated Renegade by Styx. I nominated The Trooper by Iron Maiden.
Both strong choices, may I say.
Yeah.
Just before we were about to go off wherever we're going.
Before we take a hard left turn, Rich nominated Pardon by Otoboke Beaver. Rod nominated Monsters, a cover by Iam Tongi.
Yes.
Say his name again.
Iam Tongi. Well, he's from Hawaii. He's from
Tongi.
Hawaai, and the T you pronounce as a D.
Okay, so it's Tongi though, right?
It's T-O-N-G-I, but you pronounce the T as a D. So it's Iam Tongi.
Iam Tongi. The Iam Tongi cover of Monsters.
Tongi.
I like
And then Chris nominated Tom Rosenthal's About the Weather.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to do a lot of crying between my song and Chris's song. If you don't cry when you hear my song, you fuckers. You
Same here.
Be crying when you listen to my
You.
song.
fucking cry.
Yeah, crying.
You fuckers, you be crying because I got to listen to some of these songs every week, but whatever.
You act like
Not
having
yours.
you act like having to listen to The Trooper is a burden.
That won't be a burden.
No.
Like I said,
Who did that? Is that Metallica? The Trooper, right? That's Metallica or Jim Croce. I can't remember. I'll Google that.
you keep doing these things, I'm gonna nominate Turbo Lover
No,
next week.
I don't know. Before I got in the room, I don't know if this come up, but everyone nominated albums.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get to listen to 85 hours worth of music this week. I'm sorry. So we're going to change the rules, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You
have.
explain that. I'm going to get a refill.
All right, yeah.
Oh, he's getting more coffee.
So we're gonna have one person nominate one album.
See, right on my nose. Maybe somebody tuned in and said that.
We're gonna have one person nominate one album, and then we're all gonna listen to it. Next week we're gonna come back, say yay or nay, just in general on that album, and then a second person's gonna nominate an album. We're gonna come back in 2 weeks and then say yay or nay on that second album, and then compare it to the first one.
Did anyone listen to all the albums?
Did anyone listen to all the albums? Shouted Rod from the other room.
Did anyone listen?
Nope.
No, not all of them.
No, nobody listened to all of them.
Good. I don't feel like such an asshole.
I kind
Well, that doesn't change that you're an asshole. But,
yeah, it's a different issue.
yeah.
No, we agreed on that. There was a vote. You were gone, but it went the way you would think.
Broken Hearts and for Assholes, Frank Zappa. Can I nominate that?
You can nominate Broken Hearts for Assholes by Frank Zappa.
Next week.
Next week. You already nominated something by I Am a Donkey.
Oh my God.
Dominic the Donkey.
You nominated Dominic the Donkey? It's not even Christmas.
That's a Christmas episode.
It's a Christmas episode.
That's the Christmas episode. Alice's Restaurant will be Thanksgiving, because that's the only Thanksgiving song there is.
Well, at the rate we're putting these out, which we've done 75 of them, and we put 2 on the internet.
3.
So we should have already done the Christmas episode by now.
It feels like we've been here since last Christmas.
All right.
Yeah.
So what album do we all have to listen to decide is that album a good album or not?
We're starting with me.
I don't know. We'll start with whoever.
Who do we start
I'll-
with?
I'll
What
start.
album do we start with?
I figure we can just do like nomination based. So I'll start. So this week I'm gonna force you all to listen to Hunter Gatherer by Avatar. It's a relatively new 2021, I think, or 2020 metal album.
This is our first week. We're doing one a week, right?
Hunter
One of
Gatherer by
Hunter Gatherer by Avatar.
Den Man is going to like this. I think Chris is going to like this if you don't know this band. Just the
I
band we
know.
heard earlier.
This is the band we heard earlier.
Yeah. This, you guys, I think, we'll see.
So
the
then
song Colossus on it.
Colossus is on that
Awesome,
album.
great song.
Only get scared when Rich nominates an album.
Oh boy, I get a whole album of this stuff now.
So,
Wow,
Suburban
yes.
Laws, greatest
yeah.
hits.
So what'll
You
happen?
guys are gonna skip me, aren't you?
So
'Cause
what
I'm
do we
gonna
do
vote.
now? Okay, what do we do
So
now?
what'll happen next is you guys are all gonna go. You're gonna listen to Hunter Gatherer, and next week when we come, let's say Rod goes and he says Blizzard of Oz, right? So then we're gonna go that next week. We're gonna all listen to Blizzard of Oz. We're gonna come back. We're gonna say yay or nay on Blizzard of Oz, and then is it better than Hunter Gatherer? So this is gonna take a couple of weeks to come together.
So we got to get it rolling.
Yeah, but once we hit the stride, we'll have it down.
Hunter Gatherer by Avatar.
Hunter Gatherer by Avatar.
Of this, technically, we could jump a week here. If you nominate Blizzard of Oz with this one, 2 in the first week to get it moving. Most everyone here knows Blizzard of
Yeah,
Oz.
there's only one person here who doesn't really know Blizzard of Oz.
And he knows Hunter Gatherer.
And
by
he knows
Avatar.
So you don't have to listen to Hunter
So, yeah.
Gatherer.
So let's do Blizzard of Oz
Blizzard of
Most
Oz
everyone knows that one anyway.
versus Hunter Gatherer.
Hunter Gatherer by
That's a
Avatar.
good start. Then that gets us moving on the.
Yeah. So the two of us are we'll be
So
out.
we're
for a while.
done. Yeah. So like next week, who
It's gonna be,
picks?
then it's one of the three of us.
So should we pick that person now? And then you know to get ready for your
I
album.
would like do a spinner.
Rock, paper, scissors.
There you go.
I say we just all be ready with an album.
That's true. You can be
I like
ready
that
with an
idea.
album.
Whoever song places high enough, they get to throw in the thing.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
but we try and do it. Everybody gets a turn,
Well,
but like
you do it like every 5 it resets. So
every 5 it resets.
Okay.
yeah. All right. Cool. So this week
I like that idea.
Wrap it up.
A lot going. So I gotta flip back to my notes here.
I'm
Diary,
the only one who doesn't take notes. I think.
Yes.
Diary of a
It's
Madman.
starting to show.
The shows are your,
I don't
Very
take
much
notes
starting
either.
to show.
your choices reflect this.
So when
This is reflective.
Here, give him a piece of paper for fuck's sake. Sorry.
When it comes to songs, Diary of a Madman by Ozzy Osbourne outlasted Purple Rain, Janitor, Time in a Bottle, and Children of the Sun to go and challenge Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World, where it narrowly fell in a 3-2 vote. So your champion is still What a Wonderful World. Now, the nominees that will attempt to win the contendership to dethrone What a Wonderful World are Renegade by Styx,
That won't do
The
it.
Trooper by Iron Maiden,
That you don't do it.
Pardon by Otoboke Beaver,
That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Monsters, the cover by Iam Tungi, and,
Ooh, I
yeah.
like the way it's donkey.
and about the
no.
Weather by Tom Rosenthal. Now, in terms of albums, we have Hunter Gatherer by Avatar, as nominated by me. We'll be going up against The Blizzard of Oz by Ozzy Osbourne, as nominated by Rod. But next week, the 5 nominees that I mentioned prior will attempt to vie for a number 1 contendership, where they will try to dethrone Louis Armstrong. But as it stands right now, What a Wonderful World is your current champion and the greatest song of all time.
Where's our